Alright trainers, let's be real for a second. No matter how amazing your favorite Umamusume girl is, she's not gonna shine without the right support cards backing her up. It's kinda like sending a racehorse to the track in flip-flops. You can have the speed, the stats, and the potential, but without the proper support, you're not going to get far. That's why picking and leveling the right support cards is crucial if you're aiming for top-tier performance, especially in high-stakes events or PvP races. In today's video, we've got something that'll save you a ton of time and maybe a few regrets too. We're going over the ultimate support card tier list for Umamusume Pretty Derby. Whether you're new to the game or just looking to fine-tune your current setup, this guide will help you figure out which cards are worth your resources and which ones are just taking up space in your deck. Let's dive in and make sure your team's training gets a serious upgrade. I'm quickly moving on to the video, and I'm ranking support cards in Umamusume Pretty Derby. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching. The support cards in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Aishin Flash, Narita Taishin, Nishino Flower, Mejiro Dober, Nice Nature Wit, and Nice Nature Guts. Oh boy, welcome to the land of D-tier support cards, where potential takes a vacation and results are, well, let's say inconsistent at best. You know that feeling when you open a support card and think, maybe this time it'll be different? Yeah, these are the cards that make you immediately regret that hope. But hey, we're all friends here, so let's review them with love. Let's start with Aishin Flash. Now listen, she tries. Mood effect at 50% is actually solid, and a 20% friendship bonus isn't terrible. She even comes with a bit of training effectiveness and a speed bonus later on. But overall, she's like that friend who brings snacks to study group but forgets their own textbook. Useful in the moment, but not getting you that A+. Specialty priority at 35 means she's more likely to show up where you need her, but in practice, she often doesn't pull her weight in speed training. Next is Narita Taishin, and let me tell you, this card looks good on paper. Initial speed boost, friendship bonus, training effectiveness, fan bonus. The whole package, right? But somehow, she just doesn't click. It's like baking a cake with all the right ingredients and still ending up with banana soup. Maybe it's the low specialty priority or the inconsistent mood effect synergy. Whatever it is, she's charming but not dependable. Then we've got Nishino Flower, the card equivalent of a glittery gift box that turns out to be filled with socks. Not bad socks, just not the ones you needed. Her hint frequency is a nice 50%, and hint levels go up to 3, which is actually great for skill efficiency. But even with that 30 points of initial speed at higher levels, she falls behind when it matters most. Training effectiveness at 10% just isn't enough to carry her into a higher tier. Mejiro Dober is next, and bless her heart, she really wants to help. With decent training effectiveness and wit training recovery, she could be useful if you're in desperate need of wisdom training. But let's be real, most players aren't building full wit decks unless they're doing a meme run. Her bonuses are too focused, and outside that niche, she's sitting in the corner waiting for someone to notice her buffs. Also, 2 separate initial wit boosts? Alright, calm down, Dober. Nice Nature? Yes, we have 2 versions here. Feels like the developers couldn't decide what to do with her, so they just threw ideas at the wall. One version focuses on wit with solid recovery and training effectiveness, while the other is more skill point oriented with high hint levels and decent fan bonus. But both suffer from the same issue. Being okay at everything but amazing at nothing. They're the support card version of saying I'm fine when you're clearly not. Functional, sure. Exciting? Not really. So yeah, these are the D-tier queens. They all bring something to the table, but unfortunately it's often the wrong dish at the wrong time. Use them if you must, love them if you dare, but don't expect them to carry your run unless you're playing on easy mode with a dream. The support cards in this tier are in order from top left to bottom right. Tamamo Cross, Fuji Kiseki, Meisho Doto, Agnes Digital, Air Shakur, Rice Shower, Majiro Ryan, and Gold Ship. Alright, buckle up, because now we're diving headfirst into the C-tier swamp of Umamusume Pretty Derby support cards. These are the cards that make you pause and say, I guess I could use this. They're not quite disasters, but they're definitely not your first pick. Think of them as the mid-tier rom-coms of the support card world. charming in spots, but probably not making your all-time favorites list. Let's take a tour, shall we? Starting with Tamamo Cross. And honestly, she's doing her best to power up your stamina builds. With double initial stamina bonuses adding up to 50 points by higher levels and a healthy 10% training effectiveness, she's not too shabby. The hint levels and frequency are also decent, but the real issue is that she just doesn't bring anything special. No skill point bonuses, no major synergy boosts, just a solid meh across the board. She's like a dependable car with no air conditioning. Gets the job done, but not in comfort. Now let's talk about Fuji Kaseki, the intellectual of the group, throwing skill point bonuses and wit buffs like confetti. On paper, he's a good choice for support in wisdom-heavy teams, especially with his strong mood effect and specialty priority. But in practice, he's a little too balanced. Nothing truly stands out, so while he helps you earn more skills and keeps your wisdom training efficient, he just doesn't have that wow factor that bumps a card into B-tier territory. Meisho Doto walks into the C-tier party with 25% friendship bonus and a good bit of guts power. She has training effectiveness, a decent specialty priority stat, and that initial guts boost is appreciated. But here's the thing, guts-focused builds are tricky. You either go all in or end up with a confused stat spread. Doto's kit screams, "Hey, I'm ready to help!" But unfortunately, it's for a build path that's not very consistent in today's meta. Agnes Digital, the ultimate fan of everything, including mediocre synergy. She comes with skill point bonus, initial power boosts, and some okay training support. But she suffers from jack-of-all-trades, master-of-none syndrome. You want to love her. She's fun, she's energetic. But by the end of training, you're looking at your power stat thinking, that's it? She's the support equivalent of showing up to a buffet and only eating salad. Not bad, just underwhelming. Let's give a shout out to Air Shakur because hint frequency at 60% and hint level 4, that's not something you see every day. She's also got excellent mood synergy and brings some wisdom utility to the table. Unfortunately, she feels like a background character in your training session. Great stats, great presence, but rarely delivers game-changing moments. You'll appreciate her when she's there, but you won't cry when she's replaced by someone more efficient. Rice Shower is confusing. On one hand, she offers solid fan bonus and mood effect, and a nice guts bonus for those crazy late-game comebacks. On the other hand, she has a double hint frequency stat, once at 20%, then again at 40%, which makes you wonder if she's just being indecisive. Her friendship gauge is on the low side, and her bonuses, while helpful, never truly make a run pop. She's like adding a teaspoon of chili flakes to your training, noticeable, but not spicy enough. Then there's Majiro Ryan, who comes to the table with a well-rounded, if unspectacular, stat set. Race and fan bonuses, stamina help, and some training effectiveness. What's not to like? Well, nothing. And also everything. She's the perfect middle-of-the-pack card. No glaring flaws, but nothing that makes you say, I need Ryan in this deck. It's like getting vanilla ice cream when you asked for cookies and cream. Still ice cream, sure, but come on. Lastly, Gold Ship. Yes, the chaotic queen herself somehow landed in C tier, probably because she was too busy trolling the meta to notice. She's got solid wit support, a good mood setup, training effectiveness, and even some stamina help, but it's all too evenly spread out. She works well in niche builds, but when it comes to performance across the board, she ends up being less meme machine and more meh machine. She's funny, but we're not laughing when our stats flop on the final turn. So there you have it. The could be worse, could be better class of Umamusume support cards. C tier is that weird in-between zone where cards can almost shine, but usually settle for a soft glow.
The support cards in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Winning Ticket, Aoi Kiryuin, Smart Falcon, Majira McQueen, Special Week Speed, Yukino Bijin, Gold City, Matekena Fukukitaru, Special Week Guts, Daiwa Scarlet, and Oguri Cap. Alright, now we're talking. Welcome to the B tier of Umamusume, Pretty Derby support cards. These are the dependable teammates. They're not flashy enough for the A-list, but if your deck was a sitcom, these are the characters keeping the show running every episode. Not quite MVPs, but consistently solid. Think of them as the lunchbox you bring to work. It may not be fancy sushi, but it never lets you starve. Let's dive into these trusty troopers. Let's start with Winning Ticket, who's basically the hype man of Guts training. With a respectable 20% friendship bonus and a very helpful 50 specialty priority, you can bet this card actually shows up when you need it. Add to that the initial Guts boost and a Guts bonus, and it becomes clear. If you're trying to push that Guts stat, winning tickets in your corner cheering. The bonus race and fan percentages don't hurt either. She's not just gutsy, she's marketable. Next up, Aoi Kiryuin, the only character here who doesn't train stats but still earns her spot. Why? Because she's your support. She boosts event effectiveness, reduces energy cost, and adds failure protection like an overprotective coach with snacks and a first aid kit. While her training effectiveness is minimal, she makes your other cards look better by simply keeping your training flow smooth. You won't build a deck around her, but she's that quiet backbone that makes the whole thing work. Smart Falcon brings the party to power training. Her kit is practically made for sprint-based characters. Mood effect at a wild 60%, power and stamina bonuses, and 20 points of initial power to kick things off. Her specialty priority is decent, and she brings useful bonuses across the board. If you're working on a powerful runner type Umamusume, Smart Falcon is like that gym buddy who never skips leg day, and keeps telling you about it. Majiro McQueen, meanwhile, is the queen of controlled efficiency. With strong stamina support and one of the highest friendship bonuses in B tier, 30%, she's surprisingly consistent. While her hint frequency is lower than most and she lacks dramatic effects, her reliable stamina gains and guts bonus mean she does exactly what she promises. She's the support card version of T, soothing, supportive, and best served steady. Now we get to Special Week, and yes, both versions. The first Special Week focuses on training effectiveness, speed, and a double helping of race bonus, making her ideal for race-heavy builds. Her low initial friendship gauge can be a drag early on, but the 35% friendship bonus makes up for it in the long run. The second Special Week is more guts and power focused, with an impressive mood effect and a clean 10% training effectiveness. Either one you use, you're getting a hard-working card that doesn't complain. Yukino Bijin walks the fine line between niche and necessary. She brings in a powerful specialty priority stat, 60, and contributes bonuses to both guts and power. That combination is rare and actually gives her a unique edge. High hint frequency in level 3. Hints mean skill cards are flowing, and training effectiveness at 5% keeps her relevant. She might not scream for attention, but don't be surprised if she quietly becomes your go-to card for power builds. Gold City is the golden middle ground. Speed-focused, with excellent hint levels and 60% hint frequency. Her skill point and power synergy works nicely for racers who need fast gains. Mood effect is decent, and training effectiveness ensures she contributes during sessions. Add in the speed bonus, and she becomes one of the more flexible B-tier cards, perfect for decks that need a bit of speed without fully committing to a mono build. Our weirdly lovable friend Matakana Fukukitaru comes next, and if you're building for wisdom and event buffs, this is your gremlin. With strong mood effect and wit recovery, she supports long runs with good energy efficiency. She also throws in 20%. Friendship and a specialty priority of 35, meaning she won't ghost you during crucial sessions. She's not an all-star, but she's the quirky wildcard that might surprise you in the right setup. Daiwa Scarlet brings some seriously spicy wit-focused support. That 30% friendship bonus? Delicious! Add to it a tidy combo of fan and race bonuses, solid recovery, and double mood effects, and you've got yourself a great general-purpose card with academic vibes. Her training effectiveness might be limited, but with a wit bonus and consistent hint frequency, she provides utility without getting in the way. Oguri Cap is a fan favorite for a reason. She packs double power bonuses, reliable mood effect at 60%, and decent training effectiveness. She's built to give your Umamusume the kind of muscle you see in last turn overtake finishes. Specialty priority and hint frequency keep her visible, and the initial friendship gauge helps her show up early enough to make a difference. If you need raw strength in a balanced deck, Oguri Cap is your girl. So yeah, B tier isn't basic. These cards might not change the meta, but they can absolutely change your run. With the right team comp, they shine in specific builds and often bring utility that A tier cards don't cover. They're the unsung heroes of consistency, and honestly, sometimes that's exactly what you need. The support cards in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Manhattan Cafe, Silent Suzuka, Matikina Tannhauser, Agnes Tachyon, Sweep Tosho, King Halo, Twin Turbo, Ikuno Dictus, Biwa Hayahide, Tokai Teo, Mihono Bourbon, Air Groove. A tier. This is where things get exciting in Umamusume Pretty Derby, the land of support cards that actually pull their weight and don't disappear when you need them most. These aren't quite the broken, game-defining cards that make up S tier, but they're right behind them, snapping at their heels and asking, "Hey coach, put me in." With strong stats, solid synergy, and valuable bonuses, these are the cards you start building your decks around. Let's get into the real performers. Let's kick off with Manhattan Cafe, a steady and stamina-focused powerhouse. She's the kind of card that quietly carries your long-distance builds. With great mood synergy, double specialty priority stats, capping at 50 Dain Sanisaitant, Bant, and a stamina bonus, she's practically made to make your Umamusume survive marathon races. Add to that her 20% friendship bonus and solid race fan bonuses, and you've got a card that doesn't just show up. It shows up prepared, with a sports drink and a stretch band. Silence. Suzuka is all about speed and laser focus. With a specialty priority of 65, she's basically glued to the speed training spot. That 35% friendship bonus is beautiful, and the combination of mood boosts and a whopping plus 30 bets initial speed at higher levels makes her a dream for sprinter builds. Plus, she adds a skill point bonus at level 35, making her as valuable in strategy as she is in stats. If you want results fast, Suzuka delivers, silently and efficiently. And here comes Matakina Tannhauser, a name that's as long as his stamina bar. This guy is a guts machine, bringing 35 initial guts, a 25% friendship bonus, and that tasty 65 specialty priority that guarantees he's where you need him. His training effectiveness and guts bonus round him out nicely, while mood and race bonuses keep things steady. If you're committing to a guts build, Matakina Tannhauser is practically mandatory. He's the heart of the gym and the brains of the operation. Moving on to Agnes Tachyon, the big brain support card. With skill point bonus, wit training recovery, and initial wit, she's perfect for wisdom-heavy strategies. Her stats are balanced, and the 40% mood effect means she's emotionally reliable, which honestly puts her ahead of half your other cards. Add 10% race bonus and 20% fan bonus. And she's also making you look good in the spotlight. Think of her as the cool science teacher who makes calculus seem fun and gives you snacks. Now, Sweep Tosho may be a chaotic gremlin in the story, but in training, she's actually serious business. Her double dose of training effectiveness, 5% base and 5% at level 30, along with 30% friendship bonus and skill point synergy, makes her a solid pick for balanced builds. Her specialty priority at 50 ensures she shows up regularly, and the fan bonus keeps your fame numbers nice and plump. She may not look organized, but her effect on your runs definitely is. King Halo is the majestic queen of consistency. With speed and power bonuses, strong hint levels and frequency, and 60 specialty priority, she's perfectly tailored for hybrid builds. Her 20% friendship bonus and solid training effectiveness give you reliable stat gains, and the early speed boost makes her great for sprinter teams. She might not be flashy, but when it comes to raw effectiveness, King Halo doesn't miss, she just cruises. Twin Turbo is the chaotic burst of speed your deck sometimes desperately needs. Mood effect at 60% is already insane, but when combined with training effectiveness and a speed bonus, she becomes a dangerous weapon, especially if you can handle her unpredictable presence. She's like tossing a firecracker into your training session. Unpredictable, explosive, and weirdly effective if you time it right. Ikunodictus is for the brainy racers out there. She's got high initial wit, 10% training effectiveness, and a skill point bonus. Basically everything you'd want for wisdom-centric teams. With decent specialty priority and good fan race bonuses, she also supports race-focused runs with ease. She's not the kind of card that shows off, but her synergy is smooth and impactful, like a perfectly brewed cup of tea during a study session. Let's talk about Biwa Hayahe, the quiet overachiever of A tier. She brings double training effectiveness, solid mood and fan synergy, and excellent hint frequency. On top of that, her specialty priority reaches 60, and she hands out a stamina bonus at level 45. It's hard to find a flaw in her kit. It's like the devs looked at a spreadsheet of what makes a good support card and just checked all the boxes. Tokai Teo is the kind of support card you bring to win races and look good doing it. She's got a high mood effect at 60%, dual friendship bonuses, and a power bonus for punchy gains. Her race and fan bonuses at level 45 are some of the best in this tier, and her initial speed helps jumpstart early training. Add in the balanced specialty priority and you've got a support that works in all kinds of decks, from sprinters to hybrids. Mihono Bourbon deserves a spot here not just for her adorable design, but because she actually brings the fire. With initial power, high friendship bonus, and consistent training effectiveness, she fits right into power-focused builds. Her skill point bonus and 50 specialty priority make sure she stays useful across your entire run. Whether you're building raw stats or a clever hybrid, Bourbon brings the spice and the speed. And finally, let's close with Air Groove, the refined queen of balance. Her bonuses are sprinkled across mood, race, and fan support, and she's got training effectiveness at 10%, a rare sight this tier. Add in a guts bonus and strong specialty priority, and you get a card that can mesh into nearly any build. She's like that classmate who does the group project and makes the PowerPoint look fancy. Understated, elegant, and essential in the right hands. A tier is full of potential champions, cards that won't carry you alone, but when paired correctly can absolutely tip the scales in your favor. They're reliable, they're versatile, and they won't leave you wondering, why did I bring this card? Use them well and you'll see just how close to greatness they really are. The support cards in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Tazuna Hayakawa, Majiro Palmer, Grass Wonder, Daitaku Helios, Marvelous Sunday, Mayano Top Gun, Satono Diamond, Sakura Bakushino, Biko Pegasus, and Hishi Amazon. When it comes to top-tier support cards in Umamusume Pretty Derby, Tazuna Hayakawa is an essential pick for consistent training. With strong unique effects like failure protection and energy cost reduction, she's a safety net during the early game. Her event bonuses and friendship gains further stabilize your training sessions, especially in high-risk builds. Majiro Palmer excels as a guts trainer. Her huge specialty priority and mood effect bonuses help maintain momentum across long training cycles. The additional power bonus and high hint frequency make her not just a stats booster, but also a strong passive skill enabler. Grass Wonder offers a similar vibe to Palmer, but leans more into mood stability and guts development. Her combination of friendship bonuses and consistent training effects makes her a flexible option across multiple builds, especially for distance runners who rely heavily on condition management. Daitaku Helios brings a dynamic mix of power and race bonuses. Her specialty priority is one of the highest, ensuring she appears in your training frequently. She's also solid for skill development thanks to increased hint frequency and decent event effectiveness. For wisdom-based strategies, Marvelous Sunday stands out. With bonuses to wit training recovery and initial wit stats, she ensures your horse girls recover faster while still progressing in key areas. Her fan and race bonuses make her highly effective in scenarios where popularity matters. Mayano Top Gun shines in stamina-heavy builds. She brings both training effectiveness and skill point bonuses, helping you scale stats while unlocking key race abilities. Her balanced specialty priority and friendship gains make her versatile and reliable. Satono Diamond is another solid option for stamina-focused strategies. She has solid synergy between her friendship, mood, and training effectiveness bonuses. If you're aiming for a high-endurance runner with stable condition maintenance, she's a must-have. Sakura Bakushin O, with her emphasis on speed, is ideal for sprint builds. Her bonuses are well-rounded. She boosts speed, training efficiency, and keeps your morale high with strong mood effects. She's also great for building early momentum in the training cycle. Biko Pegasus is the raw power card for speed training. With massive boosts to initial speed, speed bonus, and high training effectiveness, she allows you to maximize gains fast. She's especially useful in short-distance builds where speed stat is critical. Finally, Hishi Amazon delivers an interesting hybrid of power and stamina benefits. With her unique ability to provide bonuses across multiple training types and a very respectable friendship bonus, she adapts well into various compositions, perfect for players who enjoy experimenting with diverse strategies. The support cards in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Kitasan Black, Super Creek, Fine Motion, Vodka, Haru Urara, Seiyun Sky, El Condor Pasa, Ines Fujin, and Aoi Kiryuin. Kitasan Black is still the undisputed queen of speed support. She brings everything you could ask for in a top-tier card: training effectiveness, high specialty priority, up to 80, powerful friendship bonus, and consistent hint support. Her mood effect and power bonus give her even more value, and her early game reliability makes her a staple in nearly every meta build. Super Creek dominates the stamina support role. With one of the highest training effectiveness stats and strong bonuses to initial stamina and friendship, she enables stable training cycles with fewer risks. Her high fan and race bonuses make her especially useful in long-term strategy builds. If you're training endurance runners, she's a must-have. Fine Motion is the ultimate wisdom support. Her balance of friendship, recovery, and training effectiveness makes her a reliable backbone for wit-focused builds. The bonus to wit, training recovery, and high initial wit helps smooth out your early training curve, while her mood effect ensures fewer breakdowns late game. Vodka is a beast in power training. With insane hint frequency, up to 40%, and a whopping 35% friendship bonus, she rapidly accelerates growth and passive skill gain. Her specialty priority of 65 ensures she's always there when you need her, and her power bonus gives your stats that much needed edge for sprint or mid-distance builds. Haru Urara might surprise many, but in the right builds, she's a powerful guts trainer. With solid training effectiveness and skill point bonus, she's ideal for players focusing on hybrid or niche strategies. Her mood effect is strong, and while her fan bonus is lower, her guts stat boosts are valuable for sustaining pace in longer races. Seiun Sky offers an aggressive combo of mood effect, friendship, and stamina support. With powerful bonuses to both hint frequency and hint level, she feeds your skill pool rapidly. She's particularly strong for front-running strategies where stamina and morale need to remain high throughout the training phase. El Condor Pasa brings a lot of flexibility with her power-based stat boosts and mood bonuses. The initial power boost combined with training effectiveness and consistent specialty priority makes her excellent for offense-heavy training paths. She's a favorite in power-heavy builds that also want stable skill development. Ines Fujin is one of the most underrated guts-type supports. Her hint frequency and level are top tier, and she brings great training effectiveness along with speed bonus, a rare and welcome combo. Her massive specialty priority, 80 at max, ensures she shows up exactly when you need her most. Aoi Kiryuin isn't just a tutorial character, she's genuinely powerful for consistency. Her stacked bonuses to failure protection and energy reduction make her a safety-first support, ideal for new players or for risky meta builds. Her event effectiveness and wit synergy help her slide into many balanced or wisdom-focused comps easily. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.